friends, welcome back to our channel. This is Shonda, and Rhonda is at work today. She's been doing a great job in my absence of bringing content for you all. I have missed you, but I've been kind of under some stress, and I just wanted to come today and share it with you. I was sitting at home last Sunday, and I got a phone call from my job. And when the phone call first came in, I didn't answer it. It was Sunday evening, about 6:30 p.m., of course. And so, as nurses, when you get a call like that and your job pops up on the phone, it's normally someone that's called out and they're trying to find coverage. And usually the shift that they're trying to find coverage for is the next shift that's coming up, which would have been 11 to 7. So that was my thought process when I didn't answer the phone. But a couple of minutes went by and I decided to just return the call. I did, and the person that I spoke with shared with me that I had been in close contact with an employee who had tested positive for COVID-19 or the coronavirus. I have to admit, my heart kind of stopped. I got a little bit nervous. Being in healthcare for almost 30 years, we know that we come into contact with a lot of different diseases and illnesses and sicknesses. But to be honest with you, this COVID-19 is very different from anything I've ever seen. It's something that I know that I don't want to contact. I don't want to bring it home to my family. It's scary. So I was told that I had come into contact with an employee, very close contact, who had tested positive, and they would be taking me off of the schedule and I would have to go and get tested myself. I held the phone for a minute and I said, okay. They told me that I could go to a health department. Well, I didn't want to go to the health department. Health departments are great, don't get me wrong, but I just would have felt more comfortable going to my own private physician. So that's what I did. I made an appointment and went to my physician. When I called them for the appointment, I was almost in tears, to be honest, because I have seen other YouTubers who have shared with us their experience of going and actually getting the nasal swab done, and it was so scary. It looked as if it would hurt, and I just didn't want to do it, but I knew that I had to. So I did make an appointment, and I'm going to add some of the footage in to the video a little bit later and you all can see what happened. I ended up getting a nasal passage swab test, which is called a PCR test, and I also had my blood drawn, and the blood test would determine if I had an active infection or if I already had the disease and I had antibodies. So I made the appointment, went to get my testing done. The antibodies test results I was able to get right then, and I'll share that with you later on in the video. I was able to get those results and it was negative. I was so thankful. The nurse practitioner that was caring for me that day shared with me that had a patient to come into her office and she tested negative on the blood test, the antibodies test, but her nasal swab test came back positive. So it gave me butterflies all over again. I was already nervous, but we did the nasal swab test. She wouldn't let me do it. She did it. It was uncomfortable, and she didn't hold the back of my head as I've seen some of the other YouTubers when they've shared their experience. Their clinician would hold the back of their head and just, it appeared as if they would just shove this swab up to their brain. But anyway, she did the nasal swab and told me that it would be 3 to 5 days and I would get the results. So I haven't gotten the result of that one back yet. But a couple of days go by. I had this done on Monday. A couple of days go by and my job calls back again. And this time they say that the CDC has changed their guidelines once again. And now they have to have 2 negative nasal passage swab results. And my first reaction was, oh Lord, not that again. But this time my HR department scheduled an appointment and I went this morning and did it. CVS has the mobile clinics set up everywhere. So if you have one close to you, you can go on cvs.com. You can make an appointment and get yourself as well as your whole family tested, just for your peace and just so that you'll know. But I went this morning and got it done again. They let me swab my own nasal passages, which was great. I did go, as you know, you go back far enough to where you meet resistance. So I did that and tears came to my eyes, but it wasn't bad. I'll put it that way. Okay, now turn it back. Turn the call. Okay, friends. I'm at the CVS COVID-19 testing site. About to get tested again. I've already had one nasal test done with my primary care physician and a blood test. The blood test was negative, but my job is requiring 2 negative nasal swabs. So here goes. CVS has a lot of drive-through testing centers across many states, so they will give the results in about 30 minutes. My job sent me here to get another one. This will actually be my 2nd nasal swab and 3rd test overall, but you can't be too careful. I was very, very nervous the first time. This time I'm not so nervous because CVS will allow me to swab my own nasal passages. When I had it done at my primary care physician's office the other day, the nurse practitioner did it. She wasn't as heavy-handed, I should say, as I've seen some of the other people that have been tested, but I did feel it. I will insert it far enough because I don't want to have to do this again. I'm glad that CVS is allowing us to do it, and they have it set up very well here. You don't let your window down at any point. They're doing it right, it appears. So, wish me luck.
Can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a little bit more. Okay. When I give this to you, I need you to tilt your head back and stick this up your nose as far as it'll go until you hit resistance. Twirl it around for 10 seconds, take it out, and do the same thing to the other side.
Okay.
Roy, you want to do it for me? Head back. Going. 9, 10.
Whew. Do the other side. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Alright, you're going to go around the corner, and Oscar's going to have you park, and then in a little bit, you're going to get a phone call from a 401 area code number. Those are your test results. Somebody is also going to bring them out to your car, okay?
Okay. God, that made me cry. Oh, gosh. Well, friends, I got it done. This is the life of a healthcare worker. I just wanted to share that with you, and I want to encourage everyone to be careful. I know that a lot of the different states are opening up different things. Businesses are reopening. It's up to you. You have to make your own decision. Just because they open it up doesn't mean that it's time for you to go. You really, this COVID-19 coronavirus is real. I had a friend of mine that called me earlier today, probably 2-3 hours ago, and she was crying. Her dad has passed away from COVID-19. He had been battling it up in New York for approximately 3 weeks, and he lost his battle. So I've also had other people that are close to me that have had deaths related to COVID-19. So take advantage of all of the different testing sites that are coming up near you and get yourself as well as your family tested. And wear your mask, wash your hands, just be careful and continue sheltering in place. I haven't been to work in a little bit over a week now, and I'm not sure exactly when I'm going back. That's a decision, something that my husband and I are talking about. So stay tuned, and I'll let you know what we decide. But this thing is real. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I'll be adding in the footage from my experience going to the two different sites, my primary physician as well as the CVS mobile testing site that they have. Okay, friends, so now that I have the test done, the results will take about 30 minutes. The test will take about 30 minutes before I get the results. They're going to text my phone, and they're also going to give me a document with the test results on it. This is early morning. That's why you see my hair rollers out, but I haven't styled my hair yet. I'm not going anywhere, so anyway, I'm just waiting. It's now been probably 2 minutes since I had the test. And let me just say that I know that I've been tested several times, and my blood test did come back negative. I think that with the blood testing, they're not really sure of the efficacy of it, so they would rather have a nasal swab to determine if you're definitely positive or negative. I understand that. Let me encourage everybody to get tested, just so that you will know for yourself, your family. This is a terrible disease. It has been ravishing our community. Sometimes lack of knowledge will definitely hurt you. But if you are in a position to drive to a testing site, there's no cost. Find one near you and please get tested. Rhonda and I are so grateful for your friendship. We're thankful for your support. And as always, make the life that you live a life that you love, because life is so short. Bye, friends.